Yeah, I agree. G4 probably should have never. They should have just stayed dead. This is a problem we have with people trying to sell shit with a name attached to it, right? You get something it's like you dig a corpse up from the fucking earth, and then you put a dress on it and be like, oh, hey, it's Susie. Susie's alive. She's back to life. Look at it. Check it out, guys. Yeah, it might resemble Susie a little bit, but sure ain't the hell Susie no more. Like I said, I didn't watch a lot of G4 back in the day, man. I was too busy getting all fucked up.
I watched a little bit, but I always watched it for Olivia Munn. I thought she was just smoking.
Yeah, but hey, man, come on. She didn't exist to be pretty on the eyes, man. Come on.
Well, as far as I was concerned, that's why she was there. She was always very, sexual on the show too. So I don't know what the hell she was talking about.
Well, it's just
she was very promiscuous.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, and it seems like from what I remember and what I've seen as of late, she was the one antagonize everybody with it. She was the one that was like, she seemed like she was having a blast.
No, she was. In fact, why would she have been there for that long if it was so horrible? So plus it skyrocketed her career. She ended up becoming an X-Man, a Cycloak. So I don't see anything wrong with. Oh, really? Parrothead, you know my DMs.
Of course, Parrothead comes into the chat with some bullshit. That's what I'm saying, man. And it's. Look, listen, G4. You don't give a fuck about my channel, cool, whatever. But maybe if you put like a crazy idea, what was her whole thing about? Like, oh, you can't jerk off to me, so that's why you're mad. Well, maybe if G4 would put some, jerkable women up on their show, maybe, just maybe, then you might have, And here's the thing, man. If she was hot, I think people would have been more okay with what she was saying. Right. You see what I'm saying?
No, I totally agree. In fact, she was complaining about the truth. Even though the truth hurts sometimes.
Right.
It's the truth. You're not even close to being as good looking as those other ladies. Sorry, not sorry, but that's the truth. And now you're getting mad about the truth. That's really what it was. And that's why people are leaving.
Well, that's just it, man. That's just it. And it's like you could have chose as like that individual. She could have chose to not even say anything and moved on from it, and those people would have walked away and went somewhere else. It's the fact that you allowed that to get to you and then made a big deal about it is why you're in hot water. Look, it's not even so much the rant. I understand where she did wrong with that and why that was stupid as hell for her to do. But if she was good looking, I think people would have been more forgiving of it. I mean, like, look at how many fucking Amber Heard simps there are out there still.
True.
And she's straight shit in old Johnny D's bed, man. You know what I mean? Like, who does that? So, my whole thing with it is, you'll still have people show up. You'll still have fans if there's some kind of redeeming quality, whether it's her, like with Olivia Munn, her great personality, right? The fun that she had. And on top of it was good looking. This chick's insufferable and not even good looking. So where are the redeeming qualities that keep me coming back to the show?
Well, you nailed it right there. Or it's, with women, you can put on all the makeup you want. You can make your hair look great, but it really does come down to personality. You can be the most gorgeous woman in the world. If you got a cruddy personality, nobody's, and most guys are not going to want to be with you. They might do a slam bam, thank you, ma'am, but they're not going to like put you in a relationship and marry you. And it really does come down to attitude. And that's the thing. If she would have came on there and just had a good attitude, made people laugh, all that shit would have blown over real quick, and they would have just been happy with her because she was cool, not because of her sexual identity. But
well, that's it. Yeah, I mean, it kind of brings truth to the old adage. Oh gosh, what the hell was I gonna say?
Channel 66, you bang anybody. So that doesn't mean anything.
Don't worry, I will eat some cookies. Oh gosh, well, I forget what I was gonna say, but
sorry, maybe we need to take another hit.
Lead by example, right?
Yes.
Like, if you want to prove the haters wrong, instead of just like going on a tyrant about how I don't want to be objectified, instead of doing that, don't objectify yourself and just go out there, put on a good personality, put on a good show, work hard, and change people's minds that way. You're not going to change people's fucking minds by yelling at them. I mean, like, think about it. If I'm trying to change somebody's mind, are they going to be more willing to have an open mind about what I'm saying if I'm yelling at them, or if I'm just trying to get through it, right? Just trying to keep my mouth shut and keep fighting through it. And the people who are there to actually watch the show will sit back and enjoy the show. I'll lead by example by saying, I'm not going to let that shit get to me. I'm going to prove to you that I deserve to be here. And that's not what happened, man. Yep, it's her personality. Yeah, that's the thing. And like, there's guys out there who are like, oh, I think she's pretty hot. Like, I mean, she like, exactly. Okay, right there. If she would have just let her personality shine through, which obviously is shit too, but if she would have just let that shit not bother her so much. But Amber Heard doesn't look like. That's true. I'll give you that. But that's, I guess that's my point, Trey. If she would at least try to present herself as, like, maybe wash her hair, I don't know, do something, she might be at least, she might have at least that redeeming quality of looking decent, right? DJ Scandalous says it's not just that. She made some bad takes and then tried to blame it on sexism. Just like her new take on the PS5 is Dead Man Walking, despite it still selling more than Xbox. Yeah, I caught a little bit of that. I think the Quartering or somebody did a video where she was going on. That's the thing. Not only does she contradict herself through the entire rant, and the biggest contradiction to me in that rant is she says, Adam and I read the scripts. We read the same exact scripts, that people write for us, but then says that, like, oh, we have our hand in the writing or in the script or in the reviews too. Well, no, the fuck you don't. You literally just said you're reading the same script. You're literally reading the same script that was created out of, like, this other person's opinion, right? So if you're reading the same script, how is it your own individual opinion? So that to me right there is a contradiction. You're sitting there saying that we got a hand in the reviews. It's our opinion, but yet I'm reading somebody else's words. That how the fuck does that make any goddamn sense? And then yeah, to blame this shit on sexism, like, what the fuck, man? Like, look at what G4 was fucking built on, right? So for her to sit there and say she clearly never watched G4 back in the day, like she said, she claims to have watched G4 back in the day. And as far as the PS5 shit goes, yeah, what the fuck is she talking about? Hey, PlayStation 5 getting you out of.
They just don't have enough games out yet. You got to give PlayStations a couple years when they first come out.
Well, that's the other thing too. That's part of it though too. It's like, what's the point of making games for systems that you can't get a hold of because everybody fucking wants one?
Right. Yeah, I don't have a 5. Yeah.
We have a chip shortage, so that's it. We have supply chain issues. Okay, so we got all these fucking issues. It's not that people don't want PS5. It's that they fucking can't. And as a video game company, why am I? What they're doing is they're refining everything right now until more people can get their hands on it. Because, like, let's say I sell 50,000 PlayStation 5 units, right? So there's 50,000 people out there who can buy a game I'm making, right? So would I want to refine my game and wait until 100,000 people can buy a copy of that game, or should I rush the game, hurry up, and then put it out to only maybe 20,000 people will buy my? You see what I'm saying?
You just worded that so strangely. You could kind of read it two different ways, Anyway.
Now, look, I would probably buy an Xbox over a PlayStation at this point because it's going to be cheaper and easier to obtain. But guaranteed, the second that I see one on the shelf, I'm buying a PS5.
Yeah. If I had the money and there was one sitting in front of me and at my local Target, hell yeah, I'd grab it.
This is another good point, and I would say to MGK over at G4. For those of you who don't know MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, look it up. They're uncanny the way that they look. They look like they could be like twins. Anyway, Xbox has Game Pass, and that's a great feature that Sony doesn't have. They have something similar to it, but not like Xbox does. Like, you can pay for PlayStation's, like, they have like a Game Pass, but you have to pay for it separately, whereas like it's literally like $5 more and you get gold. Shit. But anyway, and so you get the Xbox Gold, which allows you to play with all your friends, all the games online, all that shit. The 3 free games a month. You get Game Pass, which is over 100 other titles, brand new and old. Yeah, see, there you go.
Good games, we'll go out and buy them.
Well, that's just it. Yeah. So I do love the value that Game Pass brings, and it really is to the detriment of Microsoft at that point. But they do it as an added value for the customer, which is awesome because, like, dude, I can download Halo 5, I can download, you know, or Halo the new one. Yeah, see, that's a good one. And look,
very good.
Look, I got that game for free on one of those monthly passes, I think. So, you know, you get shit like that for free every month, which is fucking amazing. So Xbox brings the value, okay? PlayStation's bringing the at least last generation exclusives.
Right.
PlayStation wins, but I think Xbox is bringing value.